fans, this is Steve Gallegos, and welcome to another podcast on TheTitleFight.com, which is our first in the year 2013. We're going to start things off with recapping the season debut of Friday Night Fights from South Florida. In the co-feature, top junior middleweight prospect Jonathan Gonzalez took on tough veteran Derek Ennis in a 10-round bout. We last saw Gonzalez this past September in a very ugly performance against Sergey Zinzurich, in which he didn't make the weight for the fight, and the fight ended up being a draw. This time, it was his opponent Ennis who didn't make the weight by 9 pounds, and an agreement was reached to have the weight limit up to 165 pounds, and Ennis giving up $3,000 of his $10,000 purse. The fight itself was a pretty dull one, as Gonzalez stayed out of harm's way and elected to outbox Ennis. The end result was a majority decision win for Gonzalez, whose stock continued to drop amongst fight fans despite his unbeaten record. In the main event, top junior lightweight contender Rances Barthelemy took on unbeaten Arash Usmanee in a 12-round eliminator bout. Both men had excellent amateur backgrounds to go along with their unbeaten records. Barthelemy was very impressive this past season on Friday Night Fights, and Usmanee of Canada, by way of Afghanistan, was getting his first taste of national exposure. The first couple of rounds were controlled by Barthelemy, who put on an absolute boxing clinic, staying on the outside, putting together beautiful combinations. It appeared Usmanee was outclassed, however, he hung in there and weathered the early storm. From the third round on, Usmanee was able to close the distance and began to fight very well on the inside, landing excellent shots to the body and head while taking Barthelemy out of his rhythm. In the 12th, Usmanee turned up the heat and landed many hard shots, which were unanswered by Barthelemy. When the final bell sounded, Barthelemy was clearly a beaten man. However, all three judges saw it differently, awarding Barthelemy a horrible unanimous decision victory. Teddy Atlas was absolutely livid after this fight. He scored the fight one-sidedly for Usmanee, as well as the fans on Facebook who scored the fight unofficially. So we get a great fight to start off the year, as well as a horrible decision. Action needs to be taken to clean up this horrible scoring in this great sport of boxing. Now, this past weekend, it was reported that Top Rank is looking to match Manny Pacquiao against Juan Manuel Marquez for a fifth time and is targeting Mexico Independence Day weekend. Now, these two fighters are made for each other, and why not see them fight again? It's great for boxing. Well, that does it for this session, Fight Freaks. Until next time, this is Steve Gallegos. Have yourself a good one.